Now with some real answers, we're joined exclusively by Larry Kudlow, White House Chief Economic Advisor. Larry, congrats on these huge jobs numbers. Like, I've known you for, I don't know, 25 years. I don't know if I ever thought we'd sit here on a day like night like tonight with 3.6% unemployment numbers. I mean, I'm sorry, it blows away our former boss Ronald Reagan's numbers, if you ask me.
Well, I don't know that I go that far, but I will say...
Larry Kudlow says Trump's recovery not as good as Reagan.
No, I don't want to say that either. What I'll say is this. All these blowout numbers, get to the stats in a moment, but look, President Trump's policies to rebuild the economy have put us into a powerful prosperity boom. And there is no end in sight. Let's not make this any harder than it needs to be. Low tax rates, regulatory rollback, energy openings, trade reforms, growth, 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 growth. That's what you got going here. And these blowout numbers, okay, it's actually been about a fortnight. It started with 3.2% GDP, which no one believed possible, okay? Today, 263,000 jobs beat the street estimates by about 70,000. It's 3.6% unemployment. I was graduating from college in late 1969. The last time we had 3.6. That's a long time ago.
Larry, the tight labor market, I know there are a lot of business people out there who don't like tight labor markets because that means wages are going up. We have a tight labor market, and I was reading today in the Journal that Rockwell Corporation, they actually have to, they're training veterans, American veterans, to do the jobs that need to be done. Bringing in foreign workers, I know there's a big push to bring in foreign workers. You don't need to be bringing in foreign workers. We still have a lot of people on the sidelines who are now coming back into the economy. I love that story today.
So here's a great part of the story. One of the other blowout numbers the other day was the productivity, output per hour, how efficient are we, soaring to 2.4%. Now, to your point, which is really good, we had a lot of people, the estimates vary. There may be 25 million Americans who had left the labor force altogether.
Demoralized.
Because they were discouraged and demoralized. They are coming back. They're coming back because the wage rates are moving above 3%. They're coming back because their friends and neighbors are going back to work. And they're coming back because these companies need them. And if you're not totally qualified, they will retrain you. As my colleague Ivanka Trump puts it, they will reskill you. You can learn this stuff. You don't
She's really pushing that, and I'm really glad she is. She's pushing that. She was kind of like dismissed out her efforts early on. Look at what we're seeing. We're seeing real efforts.
And higher wages. Higher wages, bring them in. The companies with the...
Like, why aren't we... I mean, everyone should be thrilled about wages going up. They went up a little bit under Obama, but now they're...
I love it with wages.
Now,
you know what's so weird?
Stuff.
Orthodox, mainstream Washington economists, higher wages are bad. They cause inflation. It's time to jack up interest rates. Nonsense. More people working and prospering and getting better paid.
This is what Trump promised.
This is what we need. Blue-collar workers are the leaders, the best wage gains. Here's a stat for you.
Okay, don't drown me in stats, because some people lose stats.
Yeah,
we got hit back at some of the critics.
My friend Joe Biden, Joe Biden said today, the middle class not participating. So get this. The lower 25% of the income earners, their wages up 4.5%. The upper 25, 3%. Now, they're both rising, but actually,
I love that.
It's the bottom half that's doing the best right.
All right, Larry, earlier today, CNN's Jake Tapper, your other friend, said this about why the booming economy didn't lead his show tonight.
We were going to lead with the economy on the show. It was going to be the first block. We were going to sing the numbers that we just sang. And then President Trump decided to talk to Vladimir Putin and talk about how, you know, Russia hoax and all that.
You think anyone's going to give the president positive coverage?
But he should have led with the economy. One last point. Wages, booming growth, productivity, more people employed, lower. No inflation. No inflation.
The experts predicted it. They're predicting recession right around the corner. Even Bloomberg headline is no recession in sight.
So if there's no inflation and a steady dollar, we will continue to have...
Why is the president hitting on the Fed all the time?
Very low inflation and very low interest rates. And so the Fed, you know, they're independent, blah, blah, blah. But they're looking at the low inflation numbers, too. Very surprising. We feel that may give them grounds later in the year.
Don't soften up on China, though. I don't want to hear any softening up on China. No softening on China. The China policy is working.
I know.
No softening up on China. That's what the Ingraham Angle viewers are saying.
The negotiators meeting with Liu He this week from China are scared to death of you, so they're not going to back off on any China.
Fantastic. We didn't trade with the Soviet Union.
It's got to be a great deal. Let me just say, it's got to be a great deal with China. Must be enforceable.
We didn't trade with the Soviet Union. Why are we trading with China at all?
USMCA, okay, the old NAFTA 2.0, is a great deal for growth.
My China question
for growth.
Soviet Union.
Now listen to me. There could be $100 billion of added GDP per year with 180,000 jobs per year. If we get through USMCA, Bob Lighthizer did a hell of a good job. See, this is another. People won't give Trump any credit.
He's not going to give him. The voters are going to have to give him credit.
So everything's converging. This is a powerful prosperity wave because we changed all the incentives in the economy.
But their argument, Larry, is basically going to be Trump is not a good person. He tweets too much. He says S-hole countries. They want people to ignore the fact that the economy is great and just focus on some of these other issues. So they're going to make it like a personality contest. That's what you see, like Joe Biden's using the word dignity a lot. I think there's a lot of dignity in these numbers that you're citing tonight.
There's a lot of dignity. First of all, as somebody who is in and out of his office every day, I can tell you he is a good person. I want to say that. He is a good person.
He left a cushy life to get beat up every day.
He is a decisive, well-informed manager, executive, former businessman, so that's terrific stuff. But, looking ahead to the election, we have an opportunity to develop the biggest big tent economic coalition in history, probably reminiscent of Reagan in 1984. The tax cuts are working, the deregulation is working, the trade is working. The
income inequality. And they're all, as the Democrats are citing, income inequality, the cost of education, everything's expensive.
It's the blue-collar workers who are doing the best. Their employment is the fastest, and their wages going up is the fastest. I just want to sit down with my Democratic friends and kind of walk through these numbers because that's what
what's their plan to raise the standard of living of most Americans?
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't know what their precise plan is. Haven't heard much. But for those Democrats who want to go the socialist direction, they could turn this powerful prosperity cycle into a major downturn. Poverty would win, not prosperity. And so that's one of the big themes here. No to socialism, put it on trial and convict it because it's no good. Health care for all that stuff, the Green New Deal, it will wreck this prosperity. And let me say one thing. President is the president of the entire economy. And it is precisely the entire economy which is improving. By the way, our Opportunity Zones plan is going to help. We'll go to every nook and cranny to bring prosperity to this entire country. He's
got to make the trips to Oakland, Chicago. Don't be deterred. Go into those cities and turn those cities around.
We're going to go. Absolutely. It's a great plan.
Larry, great to see you.
Thank you, Laura.
Always.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for being here. Remember, don't let up on China, because Biden's going to take us back to the TPP and offshoring all those jobs.
Best prosperity cycle in at least 3 decades.
All right.
That is major.
Great to see you, Larry.
Americans. Thank you.